Today I'm showing you the best survival loadout. Now I just tested this on back-to-back games, was able on first attempt to solo very easily, and on medium was able to solo it as well. Went down about half a dozen times, but still got the win. I believe within a few tries I could solo hard, but authentic is another story. Probably definitely gonna need a team for that. So let's jump right into the weapons and the mods. I took the M1903 and I made it basically fire as fast as possible. You get swamped by enemies generally when you get the good vantage point, and you should be hunting them down the spawn points. Like one person should hunt down each spawn point and you'll have a very easy game. But in order to do that, you need to be able to fire at least semi quickly, and this gun has such good power to begin with at 848 velocity, effective range at 600 meters, so it's not losing any damage. The car is really nice as well, but optimizing the mods on it, I really couldn't make it fire as fast as I want. I will show off the mods for that really quickly as well. But my personal choice is the M1903 with match and soft point. Use the soft point in the beginning, use matched if it gets a little bit hectic, or you could just start it and waste some matched at the beginning of a round as well, because you really don't want to reload 20 shots. Actually, it takes a while to do that. Going to be taking the 8x sight. This gives us very good time to aim and doesn't really reduce anything really needed. Going to be taking lightened and blued MK2 Boys Break, trench magazine, bullet loops, lightened assembly. Now the reason for building it this way is basically to have it fire fairly fast with pretty good aim stability and time to aim. The recoil recovery, even though it's very high, is incredibly manageable. To any moderately good sniper is not going to struggle at all with that. Aim stability, even though it is a little bit high, it's perfectly fine. Reload time, just reload whenever it's safe, and you can reload your magazine to full. With 20 shots in the magazine, this gun is pretty damn beast. Now you could go for a little bit faster on the sprint speed and drop this down to 48 and 4.72 for the reload. Ideally, I like it firing as fast as possible and switching to my sidearm or SMG if I'm going to turn and I know there's going to be enemies that way, and just take them out and then get to a better vantage point. So I took lightened and blue, but this is the one that I could see somebody swapping out a little bit if you want to run a little bit more with your rifle, because you don't lose much, but you gain 12% on sprint move speed and a little bit on the equip time. So that is decent. But personally, I think lightened and blued is the way to go. If you're going to try the car over the 1903, I would recommend trying this loadout. This is about as powerful as you can make the rifle. You can make it like 5 to 7.5% more powerful, but you would sacrifice significantly on the magazine, and for survival, especially if you're playing with a team, 25 magazine size is huge. You can reload in between waves or after you clear out a section. That high reload time is not affecting you. 29 rounds per minute, couldn't really make it higher without sacrificing too much. There's a very low time to aim. Time to equip, though, is huge. Almost a second to equip. This is really a post up and take them out rifle. 400 meters, which is still long enough to basically take out any shot that you would be taking in survival. 8x scope, which is good enough to hit any target that you need to hit. Ideally, I really do like this build, but the only reason I take the 1903 is because it's basically as good, slightly less damage, but its fire rate allows you to go back to back on targets and kill them in 2 shots versus getting more 1-shot kills with the car. So generally, you can get most of your shots are going to be 1-shot kills anyway, and occasionally when you're firing very fast or hitting targets on the run, they're going to be 2-shot kills. And for that reason, I took the 1903. But if you're going to try the car, I would recommend trying this right here. For the SMG, going to be taking the Machine Pist 44. This is far from a pistol. It's like a semi-tank. Very powerful SMG. Now, I built this around a couple of factors. One, keeping the damage and velocity fairly high. I believe that's actually the highest the damage can go for this SMG. Rate of fire, tried to keep on the high end as well with a fairly low reload time. And keeping the spread accuracy as low as I could while also getting basically very high damage. Now, this spread accuracy I feel is very manageable. I actually redid this gun with the spread accuracy and more power, and that's why I ran those 2 test games, more to see if I could do it and also to test out this SMG. And the spread accuracy with this power is really nice, even going down to the 25 mag instead of the 30 mag. This gun is really beast, especially when you do not need a silencer on it. Now, some people might want the scope, and I would recommend the ZF41S. Personally, I'm very comfortable with the iron sight, so I get a nice chunk on my equip time and time to aim, and a little bit more on aim stability. Whether you use the iron sight or the scope, that is going to be up to you. I went with the very low aim time. The rest of it is pretty set. Overpressure power, McLean control brake, Markman magazine, walnut stability, quick draw grip. I really like being able to equip it really quick. You could go with the faster reload time. Personally, I think quick draw grip is the way to go because when you need it out, you need it out fast. And lastly, lighten bolt. Once again, since in survival we do not need to be quiet, we're going to take the power of the MK6 revolver. Now, the magazine is kind of up to you. You could go with the faster reload time and faster rate of fire. It does actually give you a significant boost. You're going to lose a little bit of damage and a little bit on velocity. I went for all out damage, but this is a potential. You'll also lose a little bit on the recoil recovery. Recoil recovery on this gun actually does make a little bit of a difference. That's another reason I went with the overpressured rounds. But I mostly went to capitalize on damage and try to get as many one-shot kills as possible. But as I said, you could take the standard issue. If you're not sure, try them both out. See which one you like better. For the pistol, definitely want to get this out as quick as possible. Generally, you're only pulling it out to get a couple quick kills with the pistol, or because you're got to reload your other guns and need to get that kill because you're about to get killed. So quick draw grip on the pistol is huge, and also going to be taking lightning bolt. Lastly, for the items, take 2 med kits. Why not? If you have the satchel charge, take that. If not, take the grenade or bandage. And then take 3 teller mines. They come out in groups, so even if they don't go off on wave 1 or wave 2, they're going to go off on wave 3 or wave 4. And most of these are going to net you double kills. So having those 3 teller mines to plant early is really nice just to speed up the game a little bit. And that is my best loadout for survival. I hope that helps.